Hello, 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 everyone. Hello. Did that transition work? Did it work seamlessly? Was it quick? Did we get it down? I hope so. It looks like we did. Woo! Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Booty Mashup Twitch channel. It is time for Mashup Talk. It's our weekly meeting, everybody. It's your Friday afternoon, Friday evening, Saturday morning. I don't know. It depends which time zone you're in. But thank you for coming to our weekly little talk. And is audio sync off?
Super out of sync.
Super off.
Click. Give me the stream deck.
I gotta hear the
You push the button. Don't push buttons.
What happened?
Turn off.
What?
Turn off the speakers.
Which speaker?
Button, yeah.
These. Okay. What's going on? Are we set yet?
You should be on this one.
Jupiter Gatling. What? I don't know. I'm still super off here.
Are you?
How's it sound, everyone? What's going on? I know. Press the button. Here it is. It's.
Give that back to me.
It is super off. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, you know what?
What?
You're on the wrong scene collection. That's why that doesn't work.
What doesn't work? Oh, this doesn't work. Mm-hmm. Oh, because we never set up the stream deck with Mashup Talk, did we?
No, I did, but you're using the wrong Mashup Talk scene collection.
Oh, damn.
Look, in one word, it's all your fault. Give me the mouse.
What? You know what? Okay.
Do you know you talk cute, interesting
I'm going to
things.
talk cute and interesting.
Well,
I'm going to shout out. I'm going to shout out DJ Airson. While my tech support tries to. Is that what's going on?
Actually, that should be working.
That should be fine. Blah. Here we. I clap. No, and it's just a little bit off.
But it's better than it was.
It is better than it was. I know. Let Jupy fix it. It's like right. See, good people. We are keeping it real here. Super keeping it real. What did you just do? I just got like big and blurry now. What? No, how about now? Oh yeah, there we go. That's definitely that's as good as it gets. I'm happy with it. Okay. All right. Now, welcome to Mashup Talk. Is it better? Did we push the right button? Anyway, give it up for DJ Airson. I always love it when she brings the theme, and so the theme for this for tonight is alien invasion, because our special guests for tonight, we don't often have guest DJs on this channel, but we've been starting to like here and there get some people. We had DJ Sishay last Saturday. We're going to get Titus Jones on here in December. But this month I am super excited. Not just this month, tonight we've got all the way from Italy by way of Mars. It is DJs from Mars, a DJ duo that are like one of our favorite production teams. They're the Alien Electro Mashup Masters. Just love their work. We've had them DJ at Booty Mashup in San Francisco and in LA. More times in San Francisco. In fact, they were supposed to DJ for us in May. Like we had it all set up, and then of course in March the Corona apocalypse hit. So we're going to be chatting with them a little later. I'm going to be Skyping them and checking in with them, and then later on tonight. During DJ Time's set, they are going to be doing, basically, this will be their very, very first time ever on Twitch. It is their Twitch debut, and I'm pretty sure it's their live streaming debut. Sad to say, we really wanted to do it like all 100% live. But that was just like with time zones and tech and everything else. We've been working on this for months, and finally they were just like, you know what, we're gonna film a special set for you guys, and so we can do a DJ set live stream for you. So I'm going to be interviewing them here in a bit, and that's going to be live. But their DJ set is, sad to say, it is pre-recorded. So I just wanted to throw that out there right now. Full transparency, everybody. But I've got stuff to talk about before we give the Martians a call. It's been a week, huh? It was like pretty crazy on Saturday, like right after we did our mashup talk. We did God, what was last week's theme? Oh my God, I can't even remember. I'm already on to the next week. But Saturday was the election was finally called for Joe Biden, and so finally 4 days of like, who the hell's going to be the next president of the United States? Who knows? So everyone was feeling pretty celebratory on Saturday, and that was kind of nice. It was like DJ Sishay had some tech issues. There's always tech issues, right? So I was really happy to jump in last Saturday and do like this impromptu set. It was so impromptu. I had no makeup on, so I put makeup on during the stream and played a bunch of like, Party in the USA mashups. It was super fun. Oh, that's right, Jupiter. It was onesie night on Friday night. It was I understand it was still a little too warm in California for onesie night, but here in Berlin, where Jupiter Gatling and I are right now, we are definitely in onesie season for sure right now. Oh my God. And then this week, besides digging myself out of a emotional hole that I've been in because I'm losing my apartment in San Francisco. I mean, kind of no surprise there, but I'm here in Berlin, can't afford an overpriced apartment. My landlord won't take the rent down, so I really don't have much viable choice other than to get rid of my apartment that I used to live stream from. But let's face it, I find out in 6 weeks whether or not I get to stay in Germany. And assuming I get to stay and I do get my artist visa, it's really pointless to, keep an apartment, especially when I can't sublet it. It's priced way too high for subletters right now. Anybody can, get an apartment a lot cheaper. So I was kind of like, I was not in a good headspace earlier this week. Not doing so good. But music once again to the rescue. I mean, I threw myself into some projects. I feel like half the time for Booty Mashup, besides booking the weekly shows and the themes, the other thing that I'm constantly always doing is making mixtapes, for our Patreon, for, in this case, our chat pod. Over Halloween weekend, Jupiter Gatling had an idea. She was like, let's do a community challenge. So many people watch our channel. They've been collecting all of these channel points. What are they doing with all these channel points, with all that pirate booty? So why don't we do a community challenge to make a mixtape, like an exclusive chat pod mixtape. And we quickly found out that setting it for 500,000 was way too, within 24 hours, we had reached our goal. So then I was in the middle of a stream. I'm like, fuck this. I made another challenge. Okay, that was only to make it. If you want the chat pod mixtape actually released, we need another 500,000. And of course we got it within it was less than 3 days. So I made the exclusive chat pod mixtape, which you can get. Here, there it is. Smash Color already dropped it into the chat pod. So literally the only place that you can download it, it's not posted to our website. The link is not posted to social media. The only place that you can get it is right here while you are with us in the chat pod on our Twitch stream. And and our Patreon. If you are a Patreon supporter, of course you get the exclusive chat pod mixtape too. But what I love about this is it's just I think we kind of covered, over the course of 8 months, we have had so many inside jokes and recurring cliches and themes, and I really, really, really appreciate, all of us do appreciate, the community that has developed. And it's what do we got? We We got a Disney represented because you guys are always like requesting Disney stuff. We got a Critter Hug with my Critical Role mashup at the gay bar, which we had to mash up with the Muppet Show theme because Muffle Mug threatened to ban everybody if we did not choose during my mashup listening party when we were trying to pick and choose a few, because there's a lot of gay bar mashups, Electric Six Gay Bar, and Muffle Mug was hilarious, and like she was very adamant about it needed to be with the Muppet Show. And I love that one too, because it's such an early classic of the bootleg scene. That track dates from like 2003, maybe 2002. It is like one of the really, really early UK bootleg scene mashups from Philmans, who guest DJ'd at Booty San Francisco back in the day. And then of course we've got a couple quarantine anthems. We've got the obligatory 9 Inch Nails. We've got 2 tracks from 2 of our mods. We've got a track from Hyperzyle, and we've got a closing track from Smash Color. So I love that obviously all of us DJs are mods, but I love that some of our mods are also mashup producers. I love that. Of course, we got the Dance Commander Disco represented with their very own custom mashup. WAPO Clock, of course we go to WAP Island. Get in the Robot Shinji. We got Neon Genesis Evangelia, the Jupiter Gatling mashup that she always plays. And of course, also repping Jupiter Gatling sets where you can cash in your channel points for Pokemon. Of course, we have to have a Pokemon mashup. And then we've got, and then there's, I don't know how this happened, but, there's this mashup producer named Jack Roger, who we love his work, really, really solid. But we don't, he doesn't post his photo anywhere. We're not sure who this person is. And he kind of has this whole thing like, who is Jack Roger? And the way his stuff is packaged, we suspect that it's someone in the mashup scene, like, with an alias, because that's a common thing in our mashup culture. Is a lot of producers keep putting out put out other stuff under different names. So we suspect that Jack Roger is somebody else that we know under a different name. But we've been trying to figure out who it is, and like some of us think we know, but no one really knows for sure. And so there was this thing that was like, who is Jack Roger? And then it started with this thing of like, if we play 3 Jack Roger tracks, Jack Roger, like, not always, but will sometimes pop up I think Jack Roger is lurking like all the time. Like, I'm going to check right now to see if he's even in here. I mean, not that I'm going to play 3 Jack Roger tracks, but is he in our chat? No, he's not today. But anyway, so of course there's 3 Jack Roger tracks in a row, but these also contain like these little jokes, like pirate stuff, because hello, we're all, music pirates here. We do Darude Sandstorm for all the digital dust storms that happen during mine and Jupiter's streams. We got a Rickroll. I mean, we've been Rickrolling since we started on this channel. We've got an obligatory Hamilton mashup from Mastermind. And then, of course, we have the Hype Train mashup, which we never put on any Booty Mashup Top 10 or any mixtape previously. So I kind of like I have a very love-hate relationship with that mashup. I'm learning to love it, but I'm just kind of like, I've heard Don't Stop Believin' so many times. And then to hear it cut up in this sort of like cheeky Neil Cicerega style of like, repeating the words over and over and over again. I'm like, okay, I get the joke. We don't need to hear it every single time. Except we do. Because what the chat pod wants, the chat pod gets. So thank you everyone for basically putting all of that together. We would not have a reason for that chat pod mixtape if it wasn't for you guys. So that really kind of helped lift me a little bit. I did my mashup listening party on Wednesday working on that mixtape and getting some feedback from the chat pod, of course, and from you guys. And it was it helped lift me out. And then I was like, and then we just posted a booty mashup top 10 for November. I highly recommend, if you like the way the election went on Saturday, I highly encourage you to go check out the booty mashup top 10, bootymashup.com/top 10. But if you just go to our site, it's there. The very first track is a track from Lobster Dust that he made like 30 minutes before he live streamed, like on Saturday, and threw it together. And it's just, if the initials FDT mean anything to you, then you will appreciate this mashup, you know. And then, God, the other thing I'm working on now, and this is like also turning into like the way the synthwave mixtape just took forever, an electro swing mixtape I am working on. So, so that'll hopefully come out maybe next week. I don't know. Anyway, so thanks everyone for being here on Mashup Talk. And let me see, there was one other thing I wanted to mention before I give DJ Samars a call. There is a video game that just came out a few days ago too that should be called Masher or Mashup DJ or Mashup DJ at a big festival, but it's not. It's called Fuser. And it's what's interesting about Fuser is literally the gameplay is all making mashups. I mean, and yet weirdly they never use the word mashup at all anywhere in any of their promo materials or press materials or anything. You're just like, you know, like the point of the game is basically to be a DJ, and I love it. It's like you're a DJ just starting out. And you're just starting out on this like huge festival stage with like video screens and, you know, flames and, you know, everything else. And it's like, oh yeah, that's definitely not how it is starting off as a DJ. But I haven't really played with the game yet. I've only seen it in action, but it does seem like if you combine songs in a certain way that work well, and they all work to a degree. I mean, it automatically, like if you take a song that's 130 beats per minute and then you drop down a song that's 100 beats per minute, like it will tempo adjust for you, but it might sound weird because the vocal's too slow or the music's too fast, and sometimes like also pitch correct for you, so you don't need to worry about like matching the keys. It'll do it for you, but it might sound weird. So yeah, I really do want to play around with it. It just sucks that Jupiter Gatling has a Switch, so it's available for Switch, but unfortunately we have a Mac. And between the Switch and the Mac, we can't easily stream to Twitch without, we can't do a gaming stream to Twitch without getting like an Elgato capture card. So who knows? I might have to do like a community goal, give us bits and tips so I can play this game and mercilessly bitch about it while I'm playing it. Anyway, all right. So, are you guys ready for our interview? We hopefully this will all work. We got it all dialed in earlier this afternoon, or this evening, or whatever the fuck time zone it is, for you guys, for me. So hopefully, this will go well. Let's make sure. I'm gonna give them a call right now. Get the little Skype action. Boo, doo, 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 doo. You guys don't hear that, do you? Okay, all right. All right, did this work? Are we there? Did we get it? Hey, I see you guys. How are you doing?
Hello,
and welcome to Booty Mashup Talk. Everyone, please welcome DJs from Mars. All the way from, are you guys from Mars right now? Where are you guys calling from?
Actually, no, there was a lockdown in Italy, so we couldn't get back home on Mars. And so
Not too bad.
Not well. So tell me more about that. I mean, the lockdown hit us all pretty hard, and I remember that myself and DJ Time were sort of like texting you guys, being like, "You guys got a live stream," or okay, now everyone's in lockdown. Now's the time to like, just everyone's like putting out tons and tons of music because you're just sitting around at home doing nothing. You can't gig anymore. So what? So
Yeah.
how was it? Because Italy was in lockdown before anybody.
Yeah. Yeah, in Italy, the lockdown started in the beginning of March. And so, yeah, and it was like a strict lockdown, like not allowed to go out in the streets for at least 1 month and a half.
Wow.
And actually, what happened in Italy, the cases went super down in the summer, and you will not believe this, but we had some club shows this summer in Italy.
You did? Oh, you did end up doing some
Yeah.
club shows.
Yeah, we had like 4 shows in Italy and one in Croatia.
Wow. Okay, because these are all like big outdoor shows. So
Outdoor. Yeah, but in south of Italy, we played in front of like 3,000 people, all on the floor.
wow.
So that was unreal.
Okay.
And we thought it was over for 1 month, but never say it's over in 2020.
No, definitely not. That's for sure. What did you guys do right at the beginning of the corona apocalypse when you were in severe lockdown for those first like couple months, really? Were you guys able to work together or at least work remotely or what? How did that?
I think I have something to say about coronavirus, just to take it easy.
Okay.
I think Luca knows everything because before, like 1 month before the coronavirus came, Luca said, "Hey, why don't we make a home studio so we can work from home?" It was 1 month before the lockdown or 2 months. So I think Luca is involved in that.
I started the virus. I knew everything.
No, we decided a couple of months before the lockdown and before the terrible news in the whole world to have a home studio to work faster, and we did it. And so we have I have my own studio here at home. Luca did it too, and we have the video guy working from home too. So not too bad.
So you guys were pretty much all set up to work from home remotely, and then the coronavirus hits.
Yeah.
So you were,
Yeah,
but so you were still able to. So you weren't able to gig, but you were able to keep working then.
Yeah, actually, we improved our productions because we have more time. Like before Corona, we were touring, I would say half of the time.
Yeah.
Because if you include the flights, hotels, travels, we can say if we tour 2 days a week, it's 4 days, including travels and coming back home.
Right.
So now we have all the week to stay in the studio, and so yeah, we made a lot of new music.
Yeah, that's pretty much been the story of almost every single producer, especially in the mashup scene, but I'm sure even, other DJs and remix culture. It's like everyone's stuck at home. What else are you going to do? So it seems like there's just so much music coming out because everyone has been like nothing else to do except sit at home and make music, which has been kind of great, but obviously pretty sucky for DJs like like yourselves who probably make
there's a lot of new music, but it's
but not much money.
Music with depressing lyrics,
No.
Take it home.
Innuendo style.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I imagine that because you guys tour and gig so much that for the most part, most of the time you are making mashups, it's probably like on a laptop in a hotel room or on an airplane. Am I right?
Yeah, true. Yeah. We turn actually the studio is made by a laptop connected to a screen, so we can work from home, take the laptop in the airplane,
Right.
and continue working like where we
That's
left.
great.
So yeah, but now it's we also try to improve some original productions besides of
Yeah.
mashups, just so we have more time. So we said, okay, this is the right time to take it to the next level. And it's really hard because you have to deal with labels, A&Rs. Waiting time is so long sometimes, but finally, step by step, something is happening. So we have some new releases coming in the next months, and hopefully in 2021 would be a better year for gigs.
2021 is going to be our year, right?
It's gonna be a
Oh gosh. So I saw that you guys have also like this weekend you are doing a webinar of how to make a mashup. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, Luca is doing that, so I think Luca will be better speaking about the webinar.
yeah. Yeah, it's we've been in touch with a website from Netherlands.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of producers doing this kind of stuff, and we already did it like 3 months ago, and we saw that the guys were really excited about that. They are asking questions. They really want to know the behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Like during the webinar, it's a live call where you can really see the screen
Right.
where working, and so you can see live all the tricks, all the editings and stuff. And so I think it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
And at this time, it's going to be in 3 sessions. So we will create a remix from scratch, starting from zero, only from the vocal, and we try to finish in 3 sessions. So yeah,
Nice.
it's a different. Yeah, we are trying different new ways to keep people looking at the project since there are no shows.
Yeah.
And so we had more time to improve and make a lot of different stuff now.
As you see, Adrian, we also made the merchandising, as you see,
Oh,
on the Luca t-shirt.
I've seen, yes, the t-shirts, and then also the other thing I've seen you guys do is which was really, really great. You released a whole like a zip pack of drum beats and all the samples and sounds that kind of like create that like DJs from Mars signature sound, which I was a little bit surprised. I was like, oh my god, you guys are giving away the crown jewels there. But of course, for me as a mashup producer that loves your sound, I was like, ooh, now I've got that big fat bass sound I can throw in my own tracks if I want. So why did you guys decide to sort of like, give that away in the same way that as far as like your mashup productions, of course we don't pay for the copyright clearances, so that makes a lot of sense to just like release all of your mashups, on your website, on YouTube, all the different platforms for free. But I was a little surprised that you guys gave away like this whole sample pack and didn't like charge for it like the way so many other producers try to do. Why did you guys decide to basically give that to the community practically as a gift?
But I think we usually think about giving for free, and you will have it back as a new fans or more addicted fans or more traffic on the website, on Instagram.
Yeah.
People speak about it. If I don't know, 10,000 people have it, it's better than 100 people.
You are absolutely right. Okay. Yeah, I mean,
that's why we did it.
Yeah, it's interesting because I think of, I think of music these days, and this is like across the board, is almost like music is a promotional tool to get people to buy your t-shirts, buy buy your merch, come to your shows. But of course, in the Corona apocalypse, people can't really come to shows anymore. So, but thank you for doing that.
Some ways to keep people looking at the project.
Yeah.
We also saw some DJs that probably said, okay, no shows, so I'm gonna relax for 6 months. But probably your fans will say, what's happening? And it's easy to forget.
Oh, yeah.
Now everything is so fast. So we just want to do something almost every week.
Oh, yeah.
A new mashup, a new sample library, a new webinar to keep the attention going, waiting for the end of this match.
Whenever that end will be, for sure.
The end of the world.
Well, I do have to say, you guys do seem a lot more active on social media. I mean, you guys always had a really good online presence, I feel, but now it's like, you're absolutely right. It's constantly like, ooh, a new thing, a webinar, a sample pack, a new mashup, a new remix. Yeah. And it's like, you guys are constantly showing up in my feed. So well done on trying to live your best life during a global pandemic. So
we're trying to look at the positive side.
Exactly.
The good thing is we don't have 20 free ticket for drink like in San Francisco and have to finish them in 15 minutes.
I'm sorry. It's like, yes, you have to. In California, you have to finish your drinks by 2 a.m., which I understand on both Mars and in Italy, you do not have the same alcohol laws as we do in California.
No problem. We did it always, so that's not a problem for us.
Yeah, I was so sad because you guys were supposed to play Booty Mashup in San Francisco at DNA Lounge. We had you booked for May. And then, of course, the Corona apocalypse happened in March, and I was like, okay, well, that's over. So
we'll do Booty Berlin next year.
Yeah, I hope so. We'll
stay in Berlin.
I am in Berlin right now. It's true. But of course, Berlin is also, we're in lockdown light right now, so. There aren't really clubs happening. Hopefully, maybe by next summer we will see. Maybe I can relaunch a Booty Berlin, but because I would love to have you guys, of course. But San Francisco's the mothership, so that's sad that you can't that you couldn't do the show in May. But I'm super excited that you guys are. Is tonight going to be your Twitch debut? Is this the first show you've had on Twitch?
Yeah, first one. We never. It's your fault.
Well, it's because you guys, as soon as lockdown happened, hunkered down in your home studio. For all of us, we were just like, okay, let's figure out live streaming, and so we've built this channel. And it's been really wonderful. It's kept us sane. And we don't have a lot of guest DJs. It's usually like the core group of us. So you guys are one of the few sets of guests that we've had on this channel. And I am so happy and proud that you've chosen us to make your live streaming set debut. So thank you.
Thank you for.
Yeah, so I know that so it's I know we couldn't get the tech to work with the whole really doing it live, but I'm super happy that that at least we can get this pre-recorded set. And I understand it's on a rooftop. Can you tell me about how you guys ended up doing this set on a rooftop?
I have connection with the owner of the rooftop.
Yeah, it's actually up here.
Okay.
This is top secret though.
Right. And was it were you guys like blasting music from the rooftop, like were the neighbors kind of like what the hell's going on?
Yeah, actually, we didn't have so loud volume, and also it's kind of far from the places where the people living. So yeah, it was not so bad.
Okay.
We are not in jail for so it's all
No,
good.
some people was writing us, "Hey guys, are you the one on the rooftop right now on Instagram?"
I mean,
Some
or is it
fans.
what two imposters wearing boxes on their head DJing? I mean, it's like the DJs from Mars, posers that are just pretending to be
Yeah,
you.
yeah. Pretending to be DJs from Mars,
Exactly.
on the rooftop, right across the street.
So what can we expect from this DJ set that we're going to hear tonight?
Um,
You got new stuff, is old stuff, like what's in the
yes,
mix?
yes. There's like some very new mashups. Of course, it's all made of mashups,
Okay.
and we have some exclusive remixes that we did in the last months. We are working a lot with David Guetta,
Yes.
and so we have this remix that we released last year, and yeah, some. I don't want to spoil too much.
Okay, all right.
So,
How is
so
it working with David Guetta?
Uh,
like 1 year and a
Yeah,
half. It all started with a big mega mashup with all the greatest hits from
that's
him.
right.
He uploaded it on his YouTube channel. It's already at 30 million views.
Nice.
And after that, we are still working together for his live sets. We are creating exclusive mashups for his sets, and sometimes official remixes. But it's too early. But maybe in 1 month, we will tell you more
Okay,
about
all
stuff.
right.
we all
We hope, we wish.
Yeah. So how did that come about? How did you end up getting to work with David Guetta? I mean, obviously you guys have been like just slowly building it step by step by step. It's like at what point did David Guetta come
yeah,
calling? Was it
uh,
like your management? Did you meet at a gig? Like what happened? Tell me about it.
yeah. I think the first step was getting in touch by email, sending him our stuff,
Hmm.
our bootlegs, and he was starting to answering to them. Then, as Luca said, we were sending all the years the best tracks of the year, and he was always answering. And then we got the idea, oh, why don't we make the best of David Guetta? So I think that was the during these last 5 years,
Okay.
the all the steps, about 5 years, let me say.
So you guys made the best of David Guetta mix even before you were officially working with him? Oh
Yeah.
no!
I
Well, that's one way to get his
I think
attention.
it all started. We made the mega mashup.
Yeah,
We sent it to him, and it was like, "Whoa, this is crazy!" So I can hear you use the filtered acapella for "I Got a Feeling." Here's the official one.
oh,
Whoa.
nice.
We were like sending all the acapellas,
Right.
like
Okay,
crazy.
so he
Yeah.
was able to
After
so he loved it, and then was like, "Here, guys, here are the original stems, the original like
Yes,
audio tracks, so you can make it even better."
exactly.
And he basically officially released it on his YouTube, correct?
Yeah, it's on his
Yes.
YouTube channel. So
Nice,
yeah, very happy about that.
nice. Well,
And basically, he loves mashups.
I mean,
So
who doesn't, right?
yeah, of course, everyone loves mashups.
But and I will say this: I love how you guys have, as you've slowly been building and building and building your career. So many DJs and producers who really first make their name with mashups. then seem to abandon it. They're like, oh, well, that was just like a thing that I was doing to get attention. What I really want to do is my own original remixes or original tracks. And I love that you guys have not done that. You are making original tracks. You are doing like official remixes and stuff, but you've never abandoned mashup culture. You know, every time I think you, it's like, oh, that's it. They're done. They're working. You know, they're working with Tiesto. They're working with David Guetta. They're putting out original music that's on Spotify. We're never gonna get a mashup from them again. And then you guys drop some Bootzilla volume whatever, and it's like, you know, 20 more mashups. And I'm like, yes, you know. So, what is it about mashup culture that makes you just keep coming back to it and not abandoning it?
Because I think everything started from mashups, and also the collaborations with the big names with Tiesto and David Guetta started with mashups. And especially with David Guetta, the collaboration is all about mashups. Like he wants to play, for example, a tech house track, which he loves, and asks us, guys, I have this track. Can you put a vocal on it to match the instrumental, but it's not so boring. Right. So it's all about mashups. Also these big names that have like million copies and everything, they still in love with mashups.
Yeah. Well, it's also such a good way to introduce audiences to a new artist. Or to, as in the words of David Guetta himself, it's like, oh, can you make it less boring? Yeah, mash it up. Yeah. And it's like, it's got like this cool tech house sound, but it's got a vocal to hook you. And I love, you know, it's like for me, and I'm a singer, as you guys know. So for me, it's all about that vocal hook, you know? Now, what's your background? Like, do you guys like come from a musician background? Were you in bands? Like, how did you end up getting into?
Half and a half. We met 20 years ago, about, in a studio, as you probably know, in a studio in Turin. Yeah. And I was a techno DJ before being DJs for Mars. And Luca was a producer, hip hop addicted. So let me say hip hop and R&B addicted. So that's the mixture between us. He got a really big collection of vinyls. He got a big culture on the old rap. So it's cool.
Yeah, I mean, you can hear it in your mashup work, the melding of definitely like a techno, definitely more of a dance club friendly bass, but always having that like pop on top, you know? Definitely. And you have such a signature sound. And I love that you've even poked fun at yourselves sometimes. Like you had the one track that I loved so much, which was like how to create a club track, where you really just like break it down of like the formula that you do. Can you tell me a little bit about that? Like, why did you guys decide to like put out that like how to create a club track vibe?
Yeah, actually it was supposed to be a short joke video. Yeah. But then after the first 30 seconds, we said, this is too funny. So let's create a whole song with that. And then it came the video also. Mm-hmm. So also the video flowing with the lyrics is, I think the combination of these two elements is still funny.
Oh,
today.
It's still funny.
We already made the part 2. Well, we should make part 3 today about how to create a trap song today.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
Yeah, like just write some lyrics, mix it up with no sense. No, I'm
put the auto-tune.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my God. Yeah, you totally should, because the thing is you guys are always really keeping up with what's going on in the electronic dance world. And even though you have such a definable sound, I can definitely, being a fan myself, it can hear the evolution of how you guys keep evolving with what's going on in EDM culture, really. But you guys are like this perfect sweet spot of like EDM culture and still like pop.
Yeah, we try to stay like on the edge,
Yeah.
like never going too pop, never going too clubby, like staying in the middle of these two words.
Right.
Like that's what we're trying to do.
So
And yeah, also evolving the sounds is like the cool thing with mashups is that if you are the king of dubstep, you can be the king of dubstep for 2 years, and then dubstep is not trendy anymore, and so you're going down.
exactly.
We had a lot of dubstep mashups like back in 2012, 2013, but then it was not trendy anymore, so we went into the big room sounds, big EDM.
Oh yeah.
And then now it's the EDM sounds are really chilly and soft, and we can still do mashups, changing the sounds. And so I think this is a good idea to keep things going and never be out of date.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, I think that is still the magic formula of Booty Mashup as well, because mashups are not tied to any single genre. As music evolves, we're gonna constantly keep mashing it up. So
and still updated.
yeah, exactly. There's always like a little bit of a throwback, but always what's current as well. Oh.
Yeah, that's a magic formula.
It really is. So I've seen you guys DJ several times. I want to know, what is it like to DJ in the box heads? Like, how do you like how do you mix and see things? And it's like, is it difficult, or do you have it? I'm assuming you have it all dialed in now, but was it hard at first?
I think as you said, you had a band, you have your band. It's similar, the feeling between two DJs playing together. I mean, you know what the other is going to do, and you know what you have to play. The strange thing could be, after 10 years of playing with the mask on the head, playing without it. That could be strange for me.
Yeah, it's gonna. Yeah, it would be like when Kiss took their makeup off.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And how is it to? Do you have? I mean, I've noticed when just DJing your own your tracks, it's like a lot of it has that like intro and outro. Do you have these big long 128 intro and outros, so you can always, like, you just got to hit it on the one, and even if you can't see the DJ deck very well, like you can still just hear it and hit it?
Yeah, after all this time. Now, also for the live shows, we have some shorter edits, and so it's like the intro is not as long as the official version.
Okay.
So everything is like very fast.
Yeah,
now.
exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
So of all the different places you guys have played, what's like what's your favorite? Tell me about a couple of your, like, the gigs that really stand out in your mind as like, oh my God, that was a crazy show.
But let me say, in the last 5 years, all the east part of the world is crazy about EDM and DJs and all the connection with them. So I have in mind one festival in Korea, World Music Festival, if I remember well. There was like 30 or 40,000 people dancing outside in an open air place. It was one of the biggest gigs we ever had. Or Another one was last summer in Ibiza for the first time. Let me mention again David Guetta that was inviting us to open the gig for him, and that was one of the biggest club of ever, biggest also occasion for us, big chance.
Yeah, and that was your first time in Ibiza?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Second one.
time.
We played Privilege 3 years ago, but it was like a small party. The Privilege is one of the biggest clubs in the world,
Okay.
and it was all like closed areas, so it was not really big
Got
one.
it.
But last year at High with David Guetta and Afrojack was like massive.
Nice.
We had like 7,000 people in the front.
Right.
That was crazy.
We were a little bit nervous. A little bit.
Yeah. I mean, when it gets to be that big of a scale, I'm sure it's.
We were nervous
because David was saying, guys, you're perfect with music. Now I also wanna check your set. So we were like, oh fuck, what if we do a mistake right now? It's over. So we're gonna be kicked out of the DJ booth, like never again. No, but everything went great. So just a bit of like anxiety, but
Right.
it was great. It was great.
More pressure than playing at Booty Mashup at DNA Lounge in San Francisco, huh?
The thing is, we also have stress at Booty, but Doug comes with 10 tequila shots before the day.
Oh, DJ Time, yes.
There's no stress at all because actually I don't remember we ever played there.
Oh my God. Trust me, you did. I have photos and video. Even if you don't remember.
I trust
yeah, but
you.
also DNA Lounge has a reputation for like getting people fucked up. I mean, they pour strong drinks there. They take care of their performers. They definitely take care of the audience. So anyway, sorry, not sorry. I know you guys have had a really good time in San Francisco, and it's always a blast and always a pleasure to have you. This is why I'm like, oh, we couldn't do it in May, but this is also why I'm super excited that you guys can do this special show for us. And DJ Time is actually going to be DJing before you tonight, and then kind of like leading in to introduce you guys, because as you know, DJ Time's a huge fan and loves to like help support you guys, and just a shout out to DJ Time for helping us set all of this up, as far as like getting you guys on our channel, doing this interview. So yeah, shout out to DJ Time.
Hey, DJ Time.
So what do we have to look forward to in the future? What are you guys working on? Are we going to be getting another Bootzilla album soon? Like, what's coming up?
So we have a couple of official releases in the next month already made.
Okay.
And so from next week we start working on the usual best of 2020 Mega
Mix, yep.
And also a new bootleg pack is coming for Christmas, like the Christmas bootleg pack.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah. So new bootlegs are on the way. I don't know. The Bootzilla takes a really long time because usually it's like 20 mashups in just one album, and maybe we were thinking to split all the bootlegs, like releasing an EP of 5 bootlegs every couple of months, instead of only one big collection once a year.
Yeah, I think that's the way to do it. Definitely.
Yeah. And so that's what happens also in pop music. Everybody's releasing singles like every week, and not albums anymore.
Yeah, the album is almost sort of, I mean, I don't want to say that the album is dead, but the album is more of like a special occasion kind of thing.
And only for big names. it's more like a collection of singles.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not something that you listen like with a story,
Right.
but it's an amount of songs.
Yeah. Well, good. I'm glad we're gonna get we're essentially gonna get a Christmas present from DJ Samars this year. Then.
Yeah, of course.
Excellent. Looking forward to that. All right. Is there anything that you would like to say to all your fans? I know we've got a lot of DJ Samars fans on this channel. Anything you want to shout out to the chat pod or anything?
We wish we are back on stage as soon as possible. I don't think it's gonna be super short, but hopefully next year it's gonna be the biggest party year ever.
Yeah.
Everyone is so excited to come back on stage and on the floor that I think it's gonna be massive. So we hope to see you all guys very, very soon on stage.
Thanks a lot. And thanks for coming on to the show, you guys. Looking forward to your set. DJ Samars, everybody. Woo! All right. Oh my God. It's amazing to have DJ Samars on Mashup Talk. It was so wonderful. So yeah, are you guys ready? Are you guys ready for a night of alien electro mashup bangers? I know DJ Time's gonna set the tone, he's gonna set the mood, and then in about an hour we are gonna be doing a showcase set with DJs from Mars live from Luca's rooftop. That's Luca and Max. They are DJs from Mars, and yes, so they filmed a set special for Booty Mashup on their rooftop, and then DJ Time's gonna continue, and then we got PDS Mix, and then what else do we got going on this weekend? Then tomorrow is Mashup's Rock. I'm gonna be filling in for DJ and Nate, and then we are doing live from DNA Lounge. Actually live, not pre-recorded, but DJ Dada is going to be at our venue in San Francisco. Big empty room, but with all the club lighting and the big sound, and we are doing this now every second Saturday. We miss DNA Lounge. It's our home. So especially for all of us San Francisco DJs. So yes, that is on deck for tomorrow. And then I might do, I mentioned I was working on an electro swing mixtape. I might do a secret electro swing mashup set at some point. It'll be like, I'll post it to social media. So, if you haven't already, please follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. It's all Booty Mashup, and turn on the little bell. Where's the bell? To get notifications of when we're going on. And we got the Dance Commander Disco happening tonight. It's opening up in just a few minutes, and we are going to have the Dance Commander Disco along with during a DJ Samar set. So super excited about that. Let me, I need to change the show title. There we go. We are now no longer a talk show and podcast. We are getting into the music. Just trying to, make sure all this works. There we go. Okay. All right. Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Let me see some emotes. Let me see you guys, I know, let's actually, when I say let me see your emotes, what I really mean is let me see how much of a lag time there is between me streaming and getting it. There we go. There's some emotes. All right. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you to DJ Samars for taking the time to hang out with me for an interview. And it is time for DJ Time and the Alien Invasion featuring DJs from Mars. Stick around. If you don't see DJ Time, hit refresh. And thanks everyone for joining me on Mashup Talk. Ciao.